What's up, Sushi Squad? We are back in Smorrebrod Surfer, and today we're going to be talking about the Smorgasbord Shindig pack. These titles, man, they're getting weird. But this is going to end up being the new pack that's going to be in the store for 3,000 credits, which roughly, if you are, you know, cash shop oriented, it'll be 20 bucks. If you are free to play, it's going to be another question. It's going to be extremely expensive on PC just because credit pouches are oh lord, oh my god, they were like 3 mil the other day. Now they're at like 4.5. like, my goodness gracious, I don't know if anyone's even buying those. But anyways, you get a lot of items out of the pack. We're gonna be going through these today with my first time impressions of all of them, so let me get some of these set up for you. So we actually have quite a few things here. First of all, we have this little ally, which we'll take a look at, the Steaming Pot. So these are the stats: 12% to both physical and magical damage, 1 flask capacity. It will keep you warm on the coldest of nights, and it's literally just a little stew. I don't know, whatever. And then we got this Pirate Captain costume, which at the very least is a different theme of colors than we've seen in most of the other Pirate Captain costumes. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. It looks like Thor or like some dwarven guy. I really don't know what it's supposed to be a reference to, especially in regards to Thanksgiving. Somebody let me know if you guys know in the comments, but I think it's supposed to be Odin. They coincidentally ended up putting a character in this game that coincides with the launch of God of War Ragnarok, I guess, because you know, he's got his mechanical arm, but then he's also got his little raven beside him as well. So anyways, these are going to be the VFX. So it's got the lightning, the little turret guy down there, which, okay, whatever. Why can't I use my other abilities? Well, I can use that. I don't know why it won't let me use my number 1. That's kind of odd, but either way, then there's going to end up being his turret as well. Probably because I have to damage an enemy, isn't that right? Well, this is going to end up being the mount, but we'll take a proper look at that in a second. There we go. So that's our number 1, which is just a little bird thing. I like it. It's cool. And then we've got this mount, which is a bunch of waffles, I guess. I don't get it, man. Like, what? Okay. Yeah, it's just got mount movement speed. That's it. Sweet sticky sandwich. That's okay. Cool. Yeah, sweet. Okay, well, anyways, then we've also got the boat, which this is disgusting. I kind of like it. I'm not laughing at the boat itself. The sail. Look at that. That's disgusting. It's made out of like bacon and eggs, dude. The pixel art on it actually looks phenomenal, but my god, who thought that was a good idea? That's disgusting. That's like using a bunch of meat as sails. Ugh. Anyways, we got the drums at the top that he's supposed to be beating back and forth to get the food to row, I guess. And then we got like a bunch of forks and spoons to paddle the boat. We also do have a cannon, which seems like it's made out of meatloaf. Oh my god, look at that. It breaks apart into chicken VFX. Sweet. Okay, and then those are going to end up being the stats on it, which is 130 movement speed, 50 turning speed, and 12 acceleration, which is not bad for a boat. Like, that's actually pretty good. So then we've also got the Ice Sage as a costume. Oh my god. Okay, this is probably my favorite Ice Sage costume added. Like, this is worth it alone, dude. We've had so many cursed costumes added to the game. I love it, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. That is so beautiful. Okay, let's take a quick look at the ally as well. That's going to end up being a little cake ally, which is Cubeen Cake. 25 magic fund, 1 flask capacity, fit for royalty. I don't know if that's a reference to the queen or something. I don't know. But either way, this is the costume. The VFX are bubbles. VFX are broken in our club world, so you'll have to pardon that we don't see the projectile shot. But hey, whatever. Right click is a beam of light and then a weird whirly birdie ground thing with a bunch of bubbles and a giant cod. I'm down. I really like it. It's got nice details to it. That's our number 1. Which I still, again, really like the details of the bubbles. And then our ultimate ability, which we are surrounded by a bubble that kind of hurts my eyes. I'm not kidding. They put a little bit too much bloom on that. That's a bit disgusting. But either way, yeah, this is an amazing costume. Like, look at it. Look at this death in his eyes. I guess the weapon's supposed to be like kelp or something. But anyways, then there's going to be this mount, which, oh, good lord. It's equally cursed. We're literally like on a bed of like, is that supposed to be sushi or is that just meat? I think that's just meat and avocados and eggs and, oh, I don't know what it is, but whatever. I mean, it's a driving mount and our character is surfing on it. So that's pretty cool, I guess. It's like the first unofficial skateboard mount in the game, which, by the way, why has nobody modded this into, like, why don't we have a skateboard mount? Now, especially with this mount, since our character is in the surfing animation rather than sitting down for, you know, driving the car, now more than ever, someone could just easily turn this into a skateboard. Like, come on. And then they could, if the devs would end up adding the effect where when you would jump with it, you'd do a kickflip. Like, come on, man. That would just be so cool. The VFX are a pretty interesting choice. So you'll notice that this is the same VFX from the mummy costume that we ended up having in the Shadow's Eve pack. But it actually works quite well for, you know, the trail behind us when we're on the ground anyway. As soon as we get up into the air, it looks a little bit funky and weird. Okay. And then there's going to end up being a Solarion costume. Ew. I mean, you know what? I guess it's good that we have a costume like this. What is that? Why does it have 6 legs? That's disgusting. Okay, well, anyways, again, it's good that we have a Solarion costume like this because we don't really have any with this particular color palette, so that's kind of nice. And our Phoenix, I mean, I don't know what that is. It's cursed, but not in a good way. We got a little ally here, the Shrimp Scamp, 15% health regen, 1 flash capacity, jumped right into the net just to keep you company. I actually kind of like that description. That's kind of funny. But I think shrimp are disgusting, so we're going to swap to Deathfish. Guys, this is a reference to me. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm nuts. But as you may or may not remember, long ago, whenever we do the Trove intro, it'd be like, Trove, die, fish. And I would often even say death to the fish and stuff like that. I don't know if this is an actual reference to me, but I'm going to say that it is. And I'm going to enjoy it, okay? Look at this thing. It's disgusting, it's beautiful, and it's dead, and it's stinky. Okay, and its stats are going to end up being 7 maximum energy and 1% of flash capacity. Everyone keeps claiming the taste is worth the smell. Maybe it might be a super coincidence and have nothing to do with me, because it is a pretty obscure reference, okay? But I really like that. That and the fish costume for the Ice Sage alone is worth this pack. And then, of course, there's all the other things that are pretty good. Anyways, let's look at the VFX. So we've got weird blade moon things. I don't know. Again, our VFX are broken, so we can't really see the arrows most of the time. But, okay, whatever. And then there's our right-click charge, which... it's not bad. Kind of cool. You know what I didn't notice? I didn't know that we ended up gaining the slow fall just by using the right click ability. I thought it was only after we ended up casting and had this VFX on us, but I guess not. And then there's gonna be our number 1 right here. Yeah, it's just recolored, not really anything special. Whoa. Okay, those effects are kind of funky. That's a bit weird. But either way, and then we've got our ultimate ability, which is just the explosion and a bunch of runes and stuff. And, you know, it's cool, whatever. Okay, I think that's actually already all of the items, isn't it? Yeah, that's already everything out of the pack. So, what do you guys think about it? Is there anything that you particularly like out of the pack? Frankly speaking, I think that it's a pretty solid one. You know, a couple of these costumes are just fairly generic and don't really add anything to the pile. But I do think that it's always good to have other you know, themed costumes, especially for your boy Solarion, because this class is desperately lacking alternate suits right now. I don't really know if this is a reference to anything or whatever, but I mean, it's cool, you know, superhero, green and gray, sure, whatever. But all the other stuff out of the pack obviously is going to end up being pretty cool, pretty cursed. And I mean, this alone is just like, look at this. Look at this combination, dude. How can you say no to this? Like, this is amazing. This is on par with oh, I don't have it equipped, with the crab costume for this guy. Like, I love it, dude. It just, I love that we've been having these weirdo costumes. Like, keep it up, devs. Seriously, these are awesome. I don't know if, yeah, I think that the devs made these themselves. I don't see any description to who ended up making them. But anyways, do I think the pack is worth it? Yeah. I mean, you get your money's worth out of it. They're always pretty good with these packs. You get quite a bit of mastery as well. And I think there's something for everybody, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the other costumes. I know that some of you guys are going to really like them, and you can sound off in the comments if you do. Anyways, I would appreciate if you would smash the like, sub for more, buy the merch you want to support the channel. Wait, this is not my merch. This is Trove merch. Oh, God. I'm not wearing my merch. I forgot. But we do have the new Flux merch, and for a limited time only, we have the early bird code that you can get 10% off on your sales on my merch. Yay. Have a good day, guys.